Hey guys, welcome back to the Giovanni Show. Today we have on somebody that I am lucky enough to call my friend Prime. What is up, man?
How you doing, man? Good seeing you, Gio.
Really good seeing you, man. So today, obviously having the press conference. When we're recording this, it is Wednesday. Um, what do you think about the Vic Fangio news?
I gotta say, man, the fact that Vic Fangio was at one point, somebody in the locker room that was helping out back in 22 and knowing the system, the fact that he is now going to be the top person that we're going to be going after for the defensive coordinator position. I'm excited because of the fact that these guys were doing so good under. I want to say with his help. I mean, I can't give it all to Jonathan Gannon. Nobody's really giving
Yeah.
any credit to Jonathan Gannon. So the help that Fangio put in that year with Gannon definitely played a big factor. So now that he's going to have full control, I'm ready to go back to work, man. I mean, I'm looking forward to what he's going to put together defensive wise, and see a different system than what we actually did this year. So we'll see what happens.
Yes, sir. I mean, I don't know about you, but just after that loss, it wasn't even really. There was some pain. There was some pain, but you know, about 2 days later, I was like, all right, let's get to work. Let's make some moves and get back to work. It's always go birds.
Yeah, I couldn't agree with you. I mean that very night, it was very disappointing, very frustrating. I could bear to watch anymore. I had to leave, man. I had to leave. I had to shut it off. And just like you, it took me about a day or two to get over it. And it was very frustrating being an Eagles fan, somebody like ourselves, always committing to this team, giving so much, and for that type of performance, yeah, we had every right to be upset. So I mean, yeah, I needed some time to get over it, and I'm at peace now. I'm ready to get back to work. And like you said, man, it's always go birds.
100%. So, who would be your ideal pick for offensive coordinator?
Man, I don't know. They're throwing quite a bit of names out there, some good ones. And I'm really at this point where if I had the privilege, I would go and ask Howie, can I get a blank check and send it over to Washington to see if Eric Benahimi can, run this squad. I think he's definitely one that I would love to go ahead and put in a position. But it's going to take a lot of work to go ahead and bring him here. I don't know, man. I've seen a lot of the other names in there. I think Kiflin was one. Oh, I'm sorry, Kingsbury was one. There was there was a couple other names that I'm not really, really like all hyped up about, but what can we do, Jay? At the end of the day, whatever decision is made, we got to go ahead and support it, and I'm gonna go with
100%. I know I've been
it.
saying this ever since that loss. I know Howie Roseman is going to put us in positions to win, and I'm just excited to see whatever move he makes and whatever Coach Sirianni does. I trust him fully. Obviously just some bad choices this week or this year all around from everybody. I love Coach Sirianni's accountability today in his press conference, and I look forward to see the changes that he's going to make going forward.
Yeah, I agree with you, man. I mean, at the end of the day, he is our coach, and we have to go ahead and show him support. We knew what he was all about in the very beginning, and he just like his flowers, he built on us. I mean, like that was his goal: coming in here, plant the seed, let these flowers bloom, and see what happens. And you know, we couldn't not think that any hiccups were going to happen. I just didn't think this hiccup was going to be as bad as it was, but we gotta, we definitely have to just come back and redeem ourselves from this this downfall, and get better, and go back to the basics of what Philadelphia Eagles football is all about.
100%. So, uh, what is your opinion on keeping Nick Sirianni? Because there was a lot of ideas being thrown around of maybe bringing in Belichick and other coaches like that. Were you willing to stick with him? Because I know a lot of people were heated after that loss, and people still seem heated and just want him out.
Again, you were upset, we were upset about the outcome, and there's a lot of mixed emotions as fans. Um, if you had asked me that question that night, I probably would have been all about just cleaning the house. But truthfully, the guy's done wonders for us. You gotta think about the years that he's put in. We've had winning records. We've had outstanding records. We made it back to the Super Bowl. Didn't win it, but we made it back. And he's done some things that some of the veteran coaches that have been here for years wasn't able to do. And let's just use it as an example. We went to Kansas City and we beat Kansas City in their home territory. It's been a while since we were able to accomplish that. So you got to put all those type of positives into perspective and give the man credit. I'm all about again letting him redeem himself. He knows the mistakes that he's made. He took full accountability of it today in the meeting. A typical Nick Sirianni conference is what are you going to expect coming out of this man's out of his mouth? What's he going to say? But at the end of the day, that's what we're here for, man. We're here to support him and let him know we got his back.
Yes, sir. I mean, a lot of people were just so upset and wanted him out, and I was like, guys, we just need to be more rational about this. I mean, for everything he's done for this team, I mean, he's definitely one of the reasons why Jalen has developed into the type of player that he is. I mean, we just can't discredit him for that. And just, I want to get your opinion on, Philly media lately has been just awful. I mean, I don't know if you saw my tweet, but the other day I tweeted out, somebody had tweeted an article about Jalen Hurts is unapproachable and he's a bad leader and all this and that. And then somebody misquoted Britton Covey and said that he was scared to approach Jalen and things like that. Like those type of things that are just fake narratives. What do you think about that? Because I mean, dude, I hate the fake journalism.
Yeah. When it comes to the media, these guys like to really turn the littlest things into something big, or they really like to do a 360 on a lot of these statements. I got to tell you, I really wasn't digging too deep into it. I mean, look, I'm just a fan out here waiting to see what's actually happening, and being patient. I'm making sure that these guys get back on track. And with those type of rumors, it's just like you just got to be, you kind of got to let things go with the flow. But I personally, with Gail this past season in the very beginning, we went to an open event with Jalen Hurts, and the kid when he speaks out of his heart. Am I happy with everything that he comes? I feel like I got to be honest with you, Gio. I want a little bit more of toughness out of him, and I get it. I think he's handled himself very well, but sometimes some of the responses is just not what you want to go ahead and hear. I want to see that anger. I want to see that frustration. But hey, people are different. Jalen definitely is one of a kind, and I no, I'm not feeding into it. I'm like you, man. I'm just all that is just nonsense. Let it go. I mean, let these guys, be the teammates and the players in that locker room the way they've been these past few years. And so the media guys need to stay out of there and stop trying to go ahead and divide people up.
Yes, sir. Can't agree more. Is there any players that you're looking at this offseason and you're like, man, I want the Eagles to pick those guys up?
Well, I got to be honest with you, man. That Green Bay game, when they played against the Cowboys and they destroyed them, the cornerback Alexander, that they have, I'm hoping that they target him. It looks like he ended up tweeting out the other day that his days in Green Bay are pretty much coming to an end. So it's like I wish I had somebody's phone number at the
Yeah.
organization. Like, yo, man, did you guys see that? Like, let's go, let's make some moves. You know what I mean? So he's definitely one that I'm targeting. And there's a lot of big names out there, but it's all about the money. We gotta think about at that moment, but then we also got to think about the future. You know what I mean? So we don't want to go put in. We've made mistakes where we've given a lot of money to just one player, and we can't focus around that one player. I think that I'm hoping that these guys will make better decisions on that. So, but if there's really one that stands out, he's definitely one from for this offseason to go ahead out there and grab.
Yeah, man, he's the name that I was gonna say too. I mean, dude, Howie is a wizard when it comes to cap space, so I would love to see it. Um, man, thank you so much for answering my football questions, but I kind of want to switch over to, I don't know if you've seen, but in the past year, I've really made my podcast center around football, but then there's anti-bullying campaigns put into it because I feel like that's a big thing for me experiencing that as a younger kid, and I want to make my outlet outlet for positivity. So I wanted to get your opinion on in your opinion, what is one way that we can change bullying for the youth to stop it?
I got to tell you one thing, man. You asking me that question, it's a sensitive question because I went through that when I was younger. Jill, when you first met me, you see me, and then like when we're at the tailgates, people see me and they're like, Prime, you're in good shape, you're big, you're this and that, you're intimidating. No, I was this when I was a kid. I was bullied when I was in high school, in middle school. People picked on me, and the encouragement, the statement that I want to go ahead and put out there is build off of that. Don't let it discourage you. Just build off of it. You know what I went ahead and did, Gio? I bettered myself. I got into the gym. I started working out. And I'm looking ahead and not behind. I'm leaving that all behind me. And then one of the positive things that I see, such as yourself, kids that are out there dealing with this, don't pay attention to the nonsense. Be that better person. Kill them with kindness. Kill it with kindness, and just overcome it the best way you can. I am one to tell you that I am so proud of what you become, what you have done. I hope you're still taking care of that Prime mask I gave you. You know what
Yes,
I mean?
sir.
That was one of my babies, one of my little projects. I see you. I try to keep up with you on a daily basis, man, and you're doing your thing. I love it. And the future is bright for you, man, especially in this with this going on. And a lot of people, believe it or not, a lot of people have noticed you, have seen you. People on a personal level have asked me, "Hey, do you know that guy Gio? Like, he's so cool. I want to meet him." Like, yeah, I know him. That's my little guy, man. He's doing his thing. We miss you around here, man. We talk about you at the tailgates and all that stuff. And that right there, I mean, this right here is proof in the pudding that you can overcome all that stuff. You don't pay attention to any of that, build off of it, and that's what you're doing right now. You're looking at me, I'm looking at you, and look what we're doing, man. We're on the podcast right now. You know what I mean? And then I got to be honest with you, those guys that might pick on you or might have picked on me back in the day, where are they at now? They're nowhere near where we are at. You know what I mean? So that's what you got to take as a positive. You could be that better person. They're the ones that are still stuck in that. Let them stay back there and stay stuck in that. Let's keep on doing your thing, Gio. Keep on building yourself, and you are a great inspiration to a lot of these younger kids and even older guys like ourselves, man. Like, you know what I mean? I'd be like, I want to be like Gio one day. Look, I'm way older than you, you know what I mean? So hey, you're an inspiration to all of us, man. Just keep on doing what you're doing.
Hey, man, I appreciate that. And you said just leave everything that people say behind you. And one of the biggest things that I've always said is, there's a reason why the rear view mirror is bigger than the windshield.
Exactly.
Exactly, man. Because you drive further and further away, and then the stuff in the rear view mirror just goes away, man.
It starts shrinking on you, and then it's gone. You can't even see it. You're right, man. You're right.
Yes, sir, man. Me and Philly Sports Trips got some stuff working out. I hope to see
Yeah,
you
I
this
heard.
year.
I heard,
I
man.
hope
I
to see
heard.
you.
Yes, sir. You definitely will, man. Philly Sports Trips, big ups to them, man. They're doing their thing.
Yes,
Vince is a
sir.
great person, and his staff. It's like another family, man. And I always look forward to the football season. But I always try to keep in touch with him on a personal level just to make sure he's always good. And Jill, you should know this by now. But if you ever need anything, you ever need to call us, holler at us. We're right here for you, man. We're always here to support you.
Yes, sir. I appreciate you. Thank you for giving me some of your time tonight. Everybody, go follow Prime on his socials. Plug your socials, man.
Yeah, come and see me at Instagram at Born an Eagles fan. Same what you call it on Twitter. I try to keep everybody entertained. Especially during the football season. But if there's anybody that's really out there inspiring, this kid right here, man, he's really doing his thing, and I love it, man. You're killing it out there, and just keep on shining, Gio. You're the best, man.
I appreciate you, my guy.
All right, man. I'll talk to you. All right.